Hello, and welcome back to Pocket Mirror. To the bonus episode, I guess you would call this. Where, though I don't have the pumpkin chimes to unlock everything all at once, at the same time, I believe I have enough pumpkin charms to restart this save file over and over and do the little interactions with each of the characters one by one. So, today we are going to do that. And then maybe one day we'll be able to actually do it, the entire thing. So, we've already done the one for Goldia, technically. Where you play as the pumpkin. But I did a little bit of searching, and this extra content, the one for Eglet and Fleta, I'm guessing this is similar for all of them. Looks pretty well. So, Fleta, likes candy, pink, games, Eglet, taking naps, and stargazing. Dislikes Pumpkin King, to lose, disobedience, and liars. Character fact: Fleta doesn't actually like to read, so she asks Eglet to read all the books for her. There we go, very nice. Portrait. Very nice. There you are! It sure took you a long time to come visit me. I know. I'm sorry, Fleta. You barely even got here and you're already apologizing? Because I promised I would visit you. And you have, so stop whining. I was going to ask you if you wanted to play with me, but you ruined everything. Well then, would you like to play with me? What do you think you're doing? Asking if you want to play... Asking if you want to play with me. You're the one who has to play with me, not the other way around. Isn't it the same thing? No. Fleta, I have to be the one to ask you. But why? Because Eglet said I should ask you instead of making you play with me. Is that so? Why don't you give it another try? Do you want to play with me? Of course, Fleta. That's why I'm here. What do you want to do then? Whatever you'd like. I'm asking you. You don't have to make that face. Is it that weird that I'm asking you this? Not at all. I'm just not used to you being this nice to me. Well, but I'm trying. What are you laughing at? Thank you, Fleta. Eglet has been talking about you a lot lately. She has? Mm-hmm. She said she misses you. That's unexpected. What's so unexpected about that? She just misses you because you took so long. And just so you know, she's also jealous. Jealous? Poor Eglet likes you a bit too much. Is that so? Yes, it is so. I missed Eglet too. But I didn't miss you in the least. Not even a bit. This is no laughing matter. I missed you too, Fleta. Don't you ever get tired of having such long hair? Not really. But it's so long, doesn't it get in the way? I would cut it if I were you. I've always had it like this, so I think I'm used to it. Have you always had short hair, Fleta? Always. I think it suits you. Of course it does. I mean... I think so too. Just so you know, I think your eyes are pretty. Huh? Don't look so surprised. I'm giving you a compliment. Really? They're pink. And you know I like pink. What are you laughing at? Thank you, Fleda. You're really nice. Yeah. Just give it. Now that's all the dialogue that you have with her. But if you go up the stairs and walk this way, you have, well, actually, to get a better view, I think we should come from the other way. But we can also talk to Egliet. Egliet likes dinner parties, eloquent talks, cookie cups, and the waltz. Dislikes wrong answers, tantrums, and pumpkin humor. Children. Character fact. Queen Egliet continually allows Fleda to win on their games in order to avoid triggering tantrums. It has been a while, hasn't it, Miss? Queen Egliet? It sure has. It's good to see you've turned that frown of yours upside down. I am rather fond of smart girls like yourself. Perhaps you'd like to work for me as a servant? That's a joke. Oh, I see. Your sense of humor seems to need a bit of work, don't you think? I do like jokes. The pumpkins have some good ones. The pumpkins, you say? Sorry, just getting a glass of water there. Ugh. So much talking. Do you not like them, Queen Egliet? They're always sounded a bit idiotic for my taste. Not at all. Come with me, I'll show you. Hello, Mr. Pumpkin. Why, hello there, Miss Queen Egliet. We have a special request for you, Mr. Pumpkin. A request for me? You see, Queen Egliet would like to hear a joke. A joke? Yes, don't you have any you could tell us? Of course, anything for Queen Egliet. Here I go. Have you ever tried to eat a clock? Is that part of the joke, miss? I don't think so. Mr. Pumpkin is probably just nervous. Anyway, have you ever tried to eat a clock, Queen Egliet? Of course not. Why would I ever do such an idiotic thing? It's very time-consuming. Very time-consuming indeed. Here, Pumpkin, you can have this candy cane. Thank you so much, Queen Egliet. Say ah. Ah. You're a very kind person, miss. Not as fitting to be a queen as yourself. Indeed. May I ask you a question? Haven't you already? No, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Oh, I see. So, what did you want to ask me? Are there any more dolls around? Specifically, dolls that look like you? I seem to know the issue you're trying to address, miss. You're trying to ask me how Fleda is always carrying me around, even when I'm not present. Isn't that right? Yes. There is actually an agreement between Fleda and I. An agreement? How would you feel about being carried around all day by a demanding girl such as Fleda? My stomach would feel sick, probably. Exactly. That's why we have agreed that she would only carry me whenever I felt like it. Then who are all the other dolls? They are stuffed toys that look exactly like me. Ah, I see. I would have never guessed. May I ask you another question? If that's not too much trouble. You sure like to pester me, don't you? Oh, is that a joke too? It's not. I'm sorry, Queen Egliet. I really don't mean to be a bother. Teasing you is truly interesting, little miss. Tell me, what is it that you'd like to know? I was just wondering who the ruler of our kingdom really is. Both Fleda and I govern the world of ours, although I am the queen. I thought Fleda would prefer to be the queen. She says limitless fun would get boring after a set period of time. That's why she appointed me as the queen, so that I can help her with the kingdom. I see. Hilda holds you in high regards, miss. I would like you to preserve the friendship you forged with her. Of course. Huh. That's all the dialogue with Fleta. Not Fleta, Egglet. And that's all the dialogue with Fleta. And okay. Alright. Next is Harpe. And here we go. See Harpe. She's out of her bed. That's nice. Harpe likes rose tea, Goldia, literature, music, and rules. Aw, she likes us. It's right in her bio. I guess that's nice, you know. Dislikes untidiness, rudeness, adults, and crowds. Yeah. If I had to say, these characters are, I don't know, their exact ages. I think they are children, but at the same time, I don't know. I would put them at like maybe preteens, maybe. I don't know. That's where I kind of see them as they're not really full-on teenagers yet or anything, but they're also, I don't think they're quite can count as like tiny little children or anything. So I don't know. Character fact. Harpe knows the location of her every belonging, as long as she can remember its existence. That's pretty cool. Good evening, miss. Harpe! Come give me your hand. I am happy to see you. You seem to be doing very well, my girl. You too, Harpe. I have to apologize to you, miss. Apologize? For what? I have underestimated you in the past. You are far more capable than I initially thought. There was no need for me to be so harsh, and for that, I apologize. Don't be silly, Harpe. Silly? There's no need to apologize. You helped me, even if it wasn't your own way. But you? All I ended up doing was pressing my own frustrations onto you. You did. But that's assuming I was the only one who needed a friend, Harpe. Right? You're right, miss. Thank you. It seems I have plenty of free time in my hands now. Because you don't have to worry about me all the time? Yes. I have always been so focused on taking care of you, I have almost forgotten about myself. Would you let me do the same for you? Do what? Care for you. Things like brushing your hair, keeping you company. You truly are kind, my girl. It's not kindness, Harpe. It's called wanting to be your friend. Thank you. Harpe? Yes? Would you read me a story sometime? Of course. You know, Harpe, I've been meaning to ask you something, but I don't want to bother you. Go ahead, my girl. You're blind, aren't you? You're blind, aren't you? That is the choice I have made. Oh, that's interesting. So she's blind. She can't see. Is that why her eyes are always look kind of a bit more foggy than everyone else's? That is the choice I have made. A choice? I'm sure you'll understand in time. Thank you, Harpe. It's pretty impressive that she managed to... she gets a... Now it would almost make sense if she actually didn't know that there were monsters all over her house if she can't see. But, okay. Yep. That's Harpe for you. She is one amazing person. Alright. Next is Lisette. Of course, we come visit her where we left her, on this hilltop, but I guess she's gonna be like a lot better now? Yeah, there she is, she's just standing there now. You're just enjoying the moon. Hey Lisette, you feeling a bit less psychotic? Lisette likes flowers, white color, Goldia. Aw, she likes us too, aww. Dislikes jokes, pink color, dark places, and crying. Character fact. Lisette rids herself of impure feelings by casting them into mirror reflections. Her real self rests locked away. So, is that why the Lisette that we kept dealing with for all of her stage had sort of ghostly shadowness about her because she was a collection of the real Lisette's impure thoughts and feelings and hatred cast into a mirror reflection? Or something? I guess? I don't know. I think. Lisette? Hey, how you feeling? Are you looking at the moon? May I keep you company for a little while? Yes. The moon is really bright. I like it. Me too. Do you usually stay here like this? Yes. I like it here. It's peaceful. I see. Maybe I'm bothering you. I'll leave if you want me to. No. It's fine. Okay, I think you can tone it down a little bit, Goldie. You're laughing with pretty much every sentence. Giggling. Set, can I come visit you like this once in a while? You can. Thank you. Lisette, I was meaning to ask you. Would you like me to brush your hair sometime? Why? Well, I like it actually. It's not bad hair, really. I mean, kind of side ponytail kind of thing. It's got, you know, nice, crazy anime-ness to it. I guess, you know, it's not bad. I was thinking we could spend more time together to, you know, go for walks or have some tea together. Would you like that? I think so. Thank you, Lisette. What is it, Lisette? Lisette? I still resent you. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Lisette. But you're keeping your world, or wanting to. Your word, not world. Or wanting to know me. I am. I want to be closer to you, Lisette. Goldia? Yes, Lisette? I'll be waiting for you. Thank you, Lisette. So she does like us even though she resents us, apparently. Okay. I'm beginning to wonder how this whole, how the little talk with Angel's gonna go, considering... Fun. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. And here we go. Last one. Well, semi-last one. So there is the storytelling guy, but I'm not sure I really want to do him just yet. Besides, from the looks of it, it will take, if it takes extra pumpkin charms to unlock this one, then yeah. Okay. Oh, we're here again. Angel likes pumpkin pie, Earl Grey tea, the gold color, and question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Dislikes question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, mirrors, pumpkins, and lies. She doesn't like lies, but she was doing one this entire time. Explain that, Angel. And as question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, is that, the guy, her creator, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Character fact. The outside world fascinates Angel, and wishes to one day be able to ride a carousel one day ride a carousel. Specifically, the one with the horses. You're here, Angel. Looking a bit more cheerful, aren't you? I guess so. It's good to see you're in a better mood. I can say the same for you. You should have come by sooner. I missed your company. Angel, we should have had some tea together. Yes, you know, you're not as stupid as I thought. Now that I think about it, I don't really know you. But I would like to spend more time with you. Me too, Angel. It's like... I'd like you to tell me more about that carousel thing. The one with the horses. Alright. It's very fun. Kind of like this swing we're on right now. Is this fun? Isn't it? I guess so. What other things are there? Let's see. There are parks. We could go have a picnic under a big tree. What's a picnic? It's when you have a meal outside in parks or gardens. You can lie down on the grass and eat all day. That sounds nice, doesn't it? You sure know a lot of things. I guess. Would you tell me more about all these things I don't know? I'd like to hear you talk about them. Of course, Angel. You can ask me anything. Well, Angel's kind of short, don't you think? I should come back to this every time because it's just such an adorable picture. Okay. So, that was, I guess, the little post-game interactions you could have with each of the allies you make across the game. Aside from the, storytelling guy and, of course, Goldia herself, but we already did that in the last part. So, yeah. I may do his later at some point, but I'm going to try and actually unlock all of them at the same time before I do his. And, the main ones I wanted to interact with again are, of course, the companions you make across the game, because they're the cool characters, in my opinion. It's a shame that Angel's was a bit short, but, they kind of made it on a time limit, I suppose. Because, it's on the ride that you take up that thing. It's still interesting. It's good enough that you're at least on speaking terms with her, even if this isn't in a canon sort of thing. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. I guess that is it. That's pretty much it for now in Pocket Mirror. I may post fan art for this game at some point on my Tumblr or DeviantArt. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to get into doing more drawings. And these characters are pretty cool, so I may end up drawing them. But yeah, this was a pretty amazing game. Loved the art. Character designs were pretty darn cool. Difficult, but definitely not too much of a challenge for a person like me who's not necessarily very good at games. So as long as you know what you're doing, you can get through this. Just be patient. Yeah. So, without further ado, I am Doremus. This was Pocket Mirror. And I shall see you another time.